Alright, guys, nobody's here, but that is okay. I'm going to put my face on the screen and just work on my vocal cords. It looks like someone is watching. I'm not sure. It says I got 2 people watching. If you're out there, let me know. Say what's up in the comments. Hey, boom, there he is.
Boom, there he is.
Mr. Wombat, Kyushu Trails. Yeah, what's up, man? How are you? Oops, I can't drink. I was getting ready to drink. I can't drink yet. I'm gonna do a kanpai. Kanpai is like I always do. In the past couple of videos. Hopefully a few more people will show up. I'm pretty good. It's all right. It's Monday night here in Kyushu, in Kita-Kyushu. I'm probably lagging a little bit. Hopefully not too bad. But yeah. Anyway, I want to talk about osake, biru. まあ日本の大人の飲み物 adult beverages. That's my plan to talk about tonight. So, like I said, we'll wait for a few more people to hop in here. Hopefully they do. I don't know. I kind of decided to do this. Excuse me. Little last minute. Like I said, life is just happens and I get busy and I want to do more of these, but usually can't, being dad and whatnot. Come on, people, you gotta go get him here, man. No, I sent out a tweet and I'm pretty sure that's what that's probably how you saw. That's probably how you saw it, unless maybe YouTube told you. I have no idea. Either one is great, for sure. But I think more people will probably show up. But you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? As they show up, if they show up, when they show up, I'm looking at the microphone when I'm talking. I'm like, I gotta look here. I gotta get in the habit of looking here. You noticed it on YouTube. Okay, awesome. That's good. That's good that you're subbed to me and YouTube is sending my notification to you. Because as you know, YouTube the almighty algorithm can be not so nice, especially for us small YouTubers. So yeah, but my plan is to talk about all things alcoholic in Japan, because I enjoy me a good alcoholic beverage, and I'm gonna have a few tonight because tomorrow is my day off. Kind of. Hey, thanks for the wheat. Thanks for the wheat. I still have a little bit of cough going on. Working with kids, it's just kind of, you get cruddy stuff, but thank you for the retweet, Kyushu Trails. Stepian Ramat, hello, thank you. We're talking about Japanese alcohol, and we're gonna do a kanpai. So if you have a drink next to you, awesome. I'll pause for a little bit because I know there's a delay. Don't knock my microphone over here. But hey, thanks for joining. I don't know if I'm gonna say it right, but Stepian? I don't know. I'm sorry. I butchered it. But yeah, we're gonna do a kanpai. I have beer in my little thermos cup that I here's some rokucha. I love me some jurokucha. I love that. Jurokucha. Hey, that's good. That's good enough, But we're gonna do kanpai. We're gonna do cheers. Kanpai. So, say no. Kanpai. Yes. I love this thermos thing. It's like I said, I still got the reverb on, but it keeps my drinks really cold. And you see them like all around Japan, and like for the longest time I was like, I don't need that. I just drink it from the can. I'm American. Hey, thanks for the kanpai, yeah. Chat is too slow for the kanpai. Ha! Well, that's alright. Yeah. But you see these cups around Japan a lot. And I was always kind of, I don't want to say skeptical, but I'm just like, it's just a cup, yo. I can put my beer in any other kind of, whatever. And I had it in just kind of like a normal stein. Is that what you call it? A stein? I have no idea. It's a regular kind of like a beer glass, right? And my wife, for the longest time, she's like, we should get some. We should get some. And I was just always like, okay, whatever, we're reluctant. And she just did it. And I'm glad she did, because it's like I can't even drink beer out of like the can anymore. Well, I can, but yeah, no, it's just great to drink beer out of this. It's great. It's great. Yeah. So it looks kind of dirty, but it's just kind of it's condensation-y, whatever. Kyushu and Stepian. I probably Ramat-san. I think I'm saying that right. Ramat. Let me know if I'm saying it wrong. Sorry. Ooh. Do you guys drink alcohol? Do you drink? And if so, what do you drink? Right now, I said I'm drinking beer, but that is incorrect. I'm actually not drinking beer. Legally, I'm not drinking beer. The Japanese government has decided that I'm not drinking beer. And if you know anything about Japan, what am I drinking? It's a beer-like substance. Throw it in the comments there if you know. I sometimes drink beer, sometimes drink chuhai. I love me some chuhai. And we're going to talk about chuhai later. Yeah. You don't drink. Happoshu. Bing bong. 10 points goes to Kyushu Trails. Happoshu. I am drinking happoshu. Which, do you know what that actually literally translates to? Happoshu literally translates to, like, sparkling wine almost. It's literally like sparkling wine or something like that. Let's see. Let's put happoshu in my dictionary right here. But I'm pretty sure that it literally translates to sparkling alcoholic beverage. Happoshu gives you headaches? I don't know. I imagine if I drank enough of it, it'd probably give me a headache. Happoshu. Ramat-san, where are you watching from? Thank you for joining. I don't think I've seen you here, and, thanks for joining. More people should jump in here later. I decided to do this stream a little bit kind of last minute here. Come on now. Happoshu. No. Happoshu. Hey, there it is. Happoshu. That's not the right kanji. I know that's not the right kanji. No Google Translate. I don't want to translate in the Japanese dictionary, you dummy. Anyway, kinmugi. I think that's what I'm drinking. Oh, I'm in Indonesia. Currently in Japan now. Cool. Indonesia. I actually knew quite a bit of students from Indonesia. Are you a student? Are you working? What are you doing? Yeah. Kinmugi. I think that's Whoa. That's what I'm drinking. Kinmugi. Kimugen, you can see, maybe see right. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off one of these lights here. Boom, boom, or make it brighter. Maybe that made it worse. Well, that right there, my friend, says osake. Yeah, hold on, let's zoom in. Maybe if I zoom in, you can see it. Now focus. I get to see some. There we go. That right there, my friends. That says hapose. That doesn't say haposhu. That even just says hapose. Right? That's what it says. It's hapose. Is that what that says? Yeah. Students. 日本語学校 in Osaka. Osaka 楽しいよね. Anyway, that says hapose, right? Is that what that says? Hapose? That's not haposhu. That doesn't say haposhu. Whoa, crazy out of focus. Focus back on me, yo. Haposhu. I'm having trouble with my Japanese dictionary, but I think the problem is me, not the dictionary. Anyway, whatever. But yeah, I'm drinking happoshu, and happoshu, if you're not familiar, is basically it's beer for all good and purposes, but legally it's not considered beer. On this entire can, you are not gonna see a single thing that says beer, and they legally cannot say that it is beer because they are taxed in Japan. They are taxed differently. Let's zoom back out here. They are at a lower tax rate, at the lowest tax rate that they can be, and that's why happoshu is much cheaper than beer in Japan. Yeah, it says low malt beer-like beverage is what it says, but when I searched it earlier today, because I knew what happoshu was, but the dictionary sorry, wow. But it literally said sparkling wine. Like it literally said, I was like, what? You know? So yeah. They cannot legally say anywhere on there it says beer. Oh, I lied. This one is getting risky, and it's saying biru kojo. You probably can't see right there. It says biru kojo. Here. Come on, focus with me here. This is a wide lens, so it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna zoom it back in there. But it says biru kojo kara. But they're not saying this is beer. Because we all know Suntory is a very big beverage maker, Suntory beer, and whatnot. But on this can, they cannot say that this is beer. Anyway, happoshu, happose is effervescence, fizziness, foamability. I like it. Foamability. Foamability, effervescence, fizziness, foamability. I would love to get a group of Japanese people to try to say those three words. Effervescence, fizziness, foamability. I can't even like fake it. I can't even try to fake saying it. Anyway, but for sure, I have some things on the good old laptop right next to me. Some notes I have here. about osake and different types of alcoholic beverages. And I'm just gonna go through it. And happoshu, I'm just gonna quickly read a definition for it so that we're on the same page. But yeah, even I'm using Wikipedia, the most trusted source on the internet. But it says happoshu, literally sparkling wine or low malt beer, is a tax category of Japanese liquor that most often refers to a beer-like beverage with less than 67% malt. Anyway, that's what happoshu is. It's basically, close your eyes, drink enough of it, tastes like beer. So yeah, that's happoshu. Beer. 美味しいですよ。So there's that. But yeah, I also want to talk about osake because I really enjoy Japanese sake. Nihonshu. Have you had nihonshu? Do you like nihonshu? And specifically, I think Americans have a low standard of what beer tastes like. You're probably right. I come from the country that made Bud Light and Coors Light and just horrible beer. But it's the nostalgia kind of thing, For sure. But there are so many different types of osake and alcoholic beverages in Japan. And I just wanted to kind of talk about some. And chime in there, Ramat-san, if you have any questions other than, osake, excuse me. Like I said, working with kids, you're around there like, high touch. Like, okay. I never turned down a high touch, but anyway, I have back on my table there, back over, it's next to the Bluetooth speaker going on right there, I have some osake, some nihonshu, and I wanted to maybe drink some of that tonight, but I'm probably gonna not. I'm not gonna drink that. But I enjoy atsukan. I love me some good old atsukan. And if you're not familiar with atsukan is a lovely thing in the winter and in the autumn. It is basically warm sake. Warm Japanese sake. And doing some research to get some talking points about this. And I wish there was more people here. But hey, I don't care. I found that there are many different levels of atsukan, and they all have unique names. So I learned some Japanese today about osake, which is awesome. And maybe there's probably some other people out there that know it, but every time that I've drinking atsukan at like a izakaya or anywhere, a drinking establishment in Japan, whenever we ordered atsukan, we just said atsukan onegaishimasu, atsukan onegaishimasu, just basically bring me hot hot sake wench, bar wench. No. But there's actually many different levels of, so basically it's not different levels, but basically the different temperatures have different names for the atsukan. And let me know if you knew that. I think Raman-san, maybe he's back. I don't know. It's saying 2 or 3 people, but maybe people dropping in and out, which is awesome. But there are basically the different temperature of the sake.
Yo, what's up?
if you have something to drink, Andy, as the title suggests, we're talking about osake. Not necessarily osake, but we're talking about all things alcoholic in Japan. It's my day off tomorrow, and I'm drinking some alcohol. So this is gonna be a fun stream. Anyway, Andy-san, kanpai. Kanpai. Just to get you caught up there, Andy, we were talking about happōshū. Happōshū and how it is legally, I cannot call it beer, and how basically, kimugi, happōshū. Basically, they cannot say beer on here anywhere, but on the back of this can, it's gonna be hard to say, but you can see somewhere right there. Oh! It says biru kojo kara. But they're not saying this is beer. It's made in a beer factory, a factory that makes beer, but this is not beer. Yes, we talked about it. Touch way much lower than actual beer, which is why it's so cheap. Yeah. And it makes hebis, which is really good beer. It makes, it puts ebis on a different tier as being more fancy than it really actually is. It's great beer. It's really good beer, but it's definitely not the best beer I've ever had. So yeah, because it's naturally taxed higher. I'm not sure. Dande. Sure. Maybe. Dande. I'm going to refresh. Your video audio is out of sync. I'm not sure if it's me or you. It could be a little bit of both. But anyway, while we do that, I'm almost finished with my beer-like beverage. I'm going to move on to my next drink. Oh, you're back. Yeah, I'm not sure. It might be a little bit of both. My interwebs, as you know, Andy, sometimes is not the best. But YouTube is saying I have excellent connection and whatnot. So, finished my beer-like beverage. Now I'm going to drink my next beverage. No, I'm not. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm gonna bring my my nihonshu over here, yeah? Bear with me. Nice. So I have this guy right here. I know nothing about it. My wife got it from somewhere as a gift. And it's good. And it's from Oita. It's from USA. Looks like it says from USA. It's 50% alcohol. Yeah, it's good stuff. Really good. And Okabadashi, I guess is what it's saying. Or wakabadashi? Wakabadashi. Anyway, whatever. Looks really good. Oh, it is really good. And you can see how much I've drank so far. Super, super yummy. And we were talking about, we'll put that somewhere like right there. Yeah, 16. Yeah, I don't know. It said 50%. I think it says aogome something 50%. I don't know. No, I didn't drink just all that today. No, I savor it because apparently this is supposed to be good, like good stuff. And I'm not gonna pretend to be a connoisseur of Japanese osake and whatnot. I just think it tastes good, you know. But yeah, kind of going back into it, and I learned some Japanese today about atsukan. I learned some Japanese about is it not a polishing ratio? Yeah, that's what it is. You probably know. So it says aogome and it says aruku and tane. Hold on, let me. Here, you can read it for me. It's probably polishing. Come on. Here, let's zoom in. Zoom. Come on. Focus. Whoa, there it is. This is aogome ko nanchara. Probably polishing ratio. Alcohol 分16度以上17未満17未満 is what it says, yeah? Come on. There it is. Stay in focus there. But yeah, the alcohol 分アルコール分16度以上17度未満 Yeah, what is it? Ryuki-san, how do you read that? どうやって読みますか? It says 青米公開全然違うね。精米部合精米部合 I learned some more Japanese. Is that basically the polishing? I don't know, because that looks like... I have no idea. Anyway. Yeah. So, back to my Atsukan. Back to the Atsukan. Atsukan. The different temperatures have different names. 温度によって熱燗の名前が違いますよ。いろいろありますよ。If you know, type it in the chat. もしご存知でしたら、熱燗の名前、ぜひ調べないでね。Google 先生に相談しないでくださいね。Don't ask Google sensei, but there are a lot. There's hiezake or hiezake. And basically when it's 0 do. Which is, I would say roughly, what? I have a conversion here. It's mizore sake. When it's basically 0, right? And that's hiezake. Hiezake is basically chilled. When you drink this, chilled, right? After that, they have when it's godo, or 5 degrees Celsius, or between 5 degrees Celsius. Courtney, ohayo gozaimasu. When it is 5 degrees Celsius, which is about 41 degrees Fahrenheit, whichever one you use. I think most of us here, Australia, and yeah, it's called yukibie. Yukibie. Yuki-san, yukibie だよ。知ってた? Yukibie. When it's 5度。5度。ね。Yukibie. And it's literally like yuki and hie の漢字ね。If anybody wants to try to put that one in there, yeah? 知らんよ。ゆきさん飲まないですか？飲むでしょ。絶対飲むでしょ。ゆきさんは。そうそう、知らんよ。雪冷え。大丈夫よ。なんていうかね、俺も知らなかったんですよ。ほぼほぼ知らないですよ。今日ね、何を話そうかっていう、なんか準備してるときに、こういうのが出てて、面白いなと思ったの。だから、雪冷えね。And then 10度。When it becomes 10 degrees, 10 degrees, or about 50 degrees, it becomes 花冷え。花冷え。花冷え. So it's like literally flower and 冷え。花冷え is, that's when it's 10 degrees or about 50 degrees. And that's still 冷え。冷え酒. So it's actually like chilled sake. And then after that, I have my notes over here. That's why I'm looking at this one. It becomes 涼冷え when it is 15, 15度. It becomes 涼べ, which is about 59 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And I will put that in there. I don't even know if I can replicate Suzubie because I don't know that kanji. I don't think. I mean, yeah, I don't really know that kanji. I'll try to put it in there. Suzubie. No, that's not it. I'm sorry, it's Suzuhie. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. What? Yep, that's it. Suzuhie. Suzuhie. That's the kanji for that. Suzuhie, which is when it is at 15 degrees Celsius. 15度. And that's it. That's all the names for actually hie sake. So like for chilled sake. And those are the 3 recommended degrees for that. And then once we get after that and we get into the more popular, the more common, I would say I don't want to say more traditional way, we get into the atsukan, the warm. Hey Courtney, I think I saw you in there. Everybody else was saying hi. I don't think I've had a lot of sake in my life. I feel like it's hard to find here in Australia. You can probably find it. Yes, that's one of the reasons why, Andy. I was talking about it because I really enjoy me some atsukan. You're in America. Courtney's in America. Yes, you're in America. I'm thinking of Danielle. And Courtney, yes, there is good sake in America. It just probably costs a lot. And yeah, it's not easy to find, but it's there for sure. But atsukan, it is the warm sake, and it's perfect in this time of year. But when we get into atsukan is the kind of the umbrella term for warm sake, but actually atsukan is it's the most common hotness level. It's the most common temperature that sake is drank at. It's the most common. And I was saying earlier, Andy, that whenever I would go to a drinking establishment and get atsukan, with my drinking buddies or whatnot, basically we would just say atsukan onegai shimasu. Hey, atsukan onegai shimasu, whatever. and it would just show up and we'd drink and we'd have a good time. But I think kind of these levels are more for the connoisseur and whatnot. And he says, I usually bring some back from my grandmother because she loves it. Montana? She's so sweet. I've never met her, but I've met her digitally. When I lived in Los Angeles, I could go down to Little Tokyo and find sake easily. But now that I'm back on the East Coast and not in a major city, it's a rare here. Yeah, probably. For sure. Yeah. I mean, if you have like a Japantown, like it's pretty. Oh, different grandma. That one doesn't drink. She sounds like an angel. Yeah, you just say Atsukan, right, Andy? Atsukan. But there are many different levels in there, and let's get into it. So the first Atsukan is called Hinatakan. And Hinatakan is 30 度, which is 30 degrees Celsius, which is I have all the conversions here. Like I did the conversions today. I was thinking about alcohol all day before my students arrived, when I was supposed to be doing actual lesson prep, but my lesson prep is really easy. It's about 86 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a little bit on the colder side. It's a little bit more not as hot as Atsukan. And then after that, there's Hitohadakakan. Sorry, I said that all wrong. What's going on here? Yeah, Hitohadakan. And Hitohadakan, it makes sense. Hitohadakan. And when you see the kanji, it kind of makes sense. But Hitohadakan is right around 35 to 36 degrees. And that's Hitohadakan, right? Hitohadakan. I'll try to put the kanji in there. But it's basically person, skin, osake. I have so many computers and keyboards going on right now. So, hitohada kan. Hitohada ga dete kita kedo, hitohada kan. Not that kan. I want osake, yo. These kanji sometimes are kind of like a little bit difficult. Come on. Where you at? There you are. Boom. Thank you, Yuki. That's the one I was looking for. But hitohadakan. So that basically translates to the skin temperature sake. Body temperature, skin of a human being sake, skin temp. Yeah, I put it in Weblio, and it popped out. Skin of a human being is the literal translation. Yeah, right. Skin of a human being, sake.
Skin of a human being, sake.
Anyway, so that's right around 35 degrees or so. So I got this guy fired up, and I'm just kind of going through it. Yeah. And the next one, no kanji. Maybe there is kanji, but I don't know. It's at 40 do. Sounds very Silence of the Lambs. Very does, yeah. Time to do some video game voiceovers with that thing.
Deal.
The next one, 40 do, is nurukan. So nurui, which is basically kind of lukewarm. And nurukan. Yeah, nurukan. Is that the kanji for nurukan? Nurukan? Is that the kanji for it? Like I have a basically the website and I'm looking at is all in Japanese. It's not an English website. It's completely Japanese, so that's why it took me some time to, nurukan. Naruhodo ne. So even the Japanese website that I'm on right now, it just says nurukan. It has kan, which is the osake part, but it doesn't have nuru in kanji. But nurukan. So basically it's like nurui. Yeah. So there's that one. I would imagine that one's like pretty popular. Nurukan. That temperature, which again is around 40 do. 40 do in Fahrenheit is going to be about 104. About 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's getting up there, getting a little bit caliente. Throw some Spanish in there, a little bit of caliente there. And the next one I know I've heard. I would never say it, but I know I've heard, and it's really easy. And I think I've seen it on menus. Maybe they are on menus. I don't know. But next is joukan. Joukan, which is basically above sake. Joukan. Come on, chat. Work with me. Joukan. Joukan. And that's not the kan that I want. I want a different one. Nope. Yeah, there it is. Boom. That's the one I want. Joukan. Which is at 45 degrees. 45 do. And in Fahrenheit, that's going to be 113 degrees Fahrenheit. 113 degrees Fahrenheit is joukan. And it's getting up there. It's getting a little bit hotter. And I know that I have heard that, seen that. I've heard joukan before. And then after that, it's the one that we all know, which is atsukan. Can anybody guess how hot atsukan is? Have you been following the increments with me? Atsukan, which is basically hot sake. It's literally just atsukan, right? Well, netsu, I guess, actually. Netsukan is the actual one. Is it 60 度? 60度じゃないですね。50度です。50度です。Yeah, I hardly doubt any of them would understand. They'd be like, Atsukan? Atsukan desu yo ne? So yeah, it's close to 50. Hold on, I got the conversion here. Close to 120 degrees. Like 120, 122-ish, give or take. So it's getting hot, yo. And most times it is really hot. Like you have to literally like, kind of sip on it. I'm getting parched. And while I'm talking about, no, I'm gonna wait. There's only one more level. And then, I'll use that as my segue. So atsukan, it's the most common. But I have a cat's tongue. 猫舌。俺もね、猫舌より猫舌。もう超猫舌ですよ。すっごい猫舌ですよ。本当にね、熱いもの苦手。Yeah, so it's rough and tiny. Yeah. You know 猫舌でしょ？アンディさん。知ってるでしょ？猫舌。So rough and tiny. Let's use a different effect here, yeah.
Kyushu Trails has got a tiny little cat's tongue.
Anyway, so that's atsukan. And it's the most common. It's the one I enjoy the most. 熱燗50度120 50度 120 Fahrenheit 120 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we get to the max. I'm pretty sure you can probably go hotter than that, but as far as the Japanese website that I'm consulting right now, it's tobigiri-kan. Tobigiri-kan, which basically means tobigiri is tobu and kiru. So I don't know what that literally translates to. Tobigiri-kan. Tobigiri. Tobi. There's that. Giri. I'm just gonna write kiri. Kiri. Tobigiri. Does tobigiri mean something? Jump and cut like a ninja. Yeah, because you'd be drinking it. You know? You know, you're like throwing shit around because it's super hot, yeah. Tobikiri, does Tobikiri have Tobikiri? Does that actually have a super passing, exceedingly, extremely, highly, extremely, exceptionally? I just learned Tobigiri. I've never used it. What would an example sentence? あの人は飛び切りの有名だ。彼は飛び切り優しい男だった。彼は飛び切り優しい男性だった。I got 700 subs? When did that change? Do I get 700 subs? I thought I was at like still 600 and something. I mean, that would be awesome. I'm not saying no. I need like 300 after that. What? Nah. Am I at 700? There's no way. There's no way that I jumped like 30 subs in like just like a few minutes. Maybe. Hopefully. I mean, I ain't complaining, yo. I'm at like 669. 669. Oh, I hope everything's going all right with the stream here. Yes, I do think it died. Am I back? Everything good? Everything good now? I don't know. I blame it on my internet. I think it's still probably... Yeah, that's no good, yeah. I think we're back. I hope we're back. It still says not so much good stuff going on. It says the stream health is not that healthy. It says all good. All right. Well, if you're saying so. YouTube is just kind of like, you know, maybe a little bit laggy or something like that. I don't know. I hope it's I hope everything's all right. Let's turn that off. Gotta get that fiber optic, bro. Yeah. It says good connection, so I think we're all right. Yeah. Cool. Tobikiri count. That's the last one. Japanese osake, which is really good. And now I'm going to segment into my next preferred alcoholic beverage. And maybe you see it back there on the table next to the Bluetooth speaker. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna get me some umeshu. I love me some umeshu. So I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna bring it over here and show you guys. I'm literally down to the last drops of this homemade umeshu. So bear with me. Ooh, All right. Look at my awesome hairdo. My headphone hair. Thanks for the retweets. But yes, this, my friends, is umeshu, and it probably looks not really good. Like, you don't look at this and be like, oh man, yeah, these kind of wrinkly looking, round, crazy looking things, they probably don't look super delicious. But umeshu is the bomb. And this, my friends, is homemade from my wife's mom. So I guess my mother-in-law here in Japan. And I like what it says here. If you can see that, this says Heisei 30年 Heisei 30年 6月4日. Yeah. So this was made 2017, 2018. Yeah, plums. Yeah, plum wine. It's Japanese plum wine is basically what it is. And she made it. We've had this since 2018. Since June of 2018. And I've been savoring it. And you drink this on the rocks here. I don't know if you can see. I got ice in my little thermos cup. Yeah, I love me some umeshu, and it's really cool. Basically, it's really easy to make. Basically, you put all the ingredients in the jar and you just let it sit. Take off the top there, and it's got this little top. You can see there. You put shochu, and we're gonna talk about shochu later. But you put shochu, and you put some. Shochu is already like an Japanese alcohol. And you put some big, what is it? Sugar. It's like kind of big rock sugar in there, and then it pulls the flavor. You get the plum flavor from the actual plums, obviously. But we're gonna pour this in here as best as possible. Look at it. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably hard. You can't see it on the little drops. But it's got kind of a little bit of a like a little bit of a greenish tint to it, like a greenish tint, close to that. But normally it's kind of like a I don't know. It's like a liqueur is what it is. Nice plums. Thanks for checking out my plums. Nice plums, bro. But yeah, I love me some umeshu, and I can see it good. Yeah, so it's a little bit yeah, the actual liquid, it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear, but it has a tint to it, and it really doesn't show up. I want every last little drop. No, there's no more in there. No more in there. That's fine. So it's kind of interesting. But basically, I tell my wife's mother-in-law that it's really good and I really enjoy it. Like, I tell her that, right? No one else tells her that. I think everybody else enjoys it, but they don't say, "Ah, 美味しいですよ. Ah, これすごく美味しいです." And because I say that, she makes it. I guarantee you, she probably has like maybe 3 of these in stockpile, right? Yeah, there's not much. No, Andy. I've been savoring this guy since literally. Well, we didn't get it right away. Anyway. But yeah, she makes it because I enjoy it. So anybody that I didn't see, I meant it could be, I could see the liquid because you were saying was probably, you can't. Oh, yeah, you can see the liquid, but you couldn't really see the color of it, which is actually kind of a pinkish, greenish-y. I can't explain it. It's, it is what it is. So, umeshu. Kanpai. Kanpai to anybody that I hadn't kanpai'd. So, kanpai. Yeah. Yeah, Kyushu Trails. Yo, when she makes a fresh batch, you gotta come up. You gotta come up to Kitakyushu, or maybe I gotta go down to Nogata. It's not that far. I hear Nogata like literally almost every single day when I ride the train because it says Nogata nanika sen. Literally. So it's just a hop, skip trail down. I could probably drive there. Let's do it, man. Let's get together. We live literally like really close. Yeah, and maybe we got to go on a hike. I can help you carry a camera or whatnot. I don't know, whatever. Maybe that's the whatever. But yeah, let's drink some umeshu together for sure. And Andy, if and when you come to Kyushu, let's drink some umeshu together for sure. So I'm gonna put these big old plums back over here, because desk space is limited. I could carry you up the mountain. Aren't you married, big boy? I'm married. Anyway. Umeshu. Let's talk about umeshu. Choya is a really good brand, and it comes in a really cool glass bottle. And drink umeshu on the pink. Yeah, but no way, dude. I don't think we could drink alcohol on Kyushu Trails hikes, because his hikes are freaking epic. And like, if you get drunk and you get lost, like, you're done. Like, it just seems like his hikes are literally like you cannot be inebriated at all, because you just be done. You'd be down for the count. They'd be sending out helicopters to find you. For sure, yeah. Umeshu. Love me some umeshu. And they make it with shochu. And shochu is very big in Kyushu, and I think shochu originates from Kyushu. Umeshu. Pull up my stats that I got on my phones. Umeshu, Japanese liqueur made by steep. Tried to get a sexy there with my sexy voice, and just didn't want to. Kagoshima, maybe, yeah. So Kyushu. Working with kids, this Japanese guy I was with was absolutely dying, and my other friend and I were fine. Yeah, I'd probably be. Wait. Okay, I gotta catch myself up with the comments before I think I've done a lot of high climbing in Japan, multiple days. I got to the top of one peak, and this Japanese guy I was with was absolutely dying, and my other friend and I were fine. We get to the peak, and it was about 280-meter mountain, and he pulls out a 6-pack of tall boys. No wonder he was dying. Yeah, dude. Like, all right. Tangent. Side tangent. Okay, so I lived in Hawaii for 10 years. Okay. And a very big event for Japanese people is the Honolulu Marathon. The Honolulu Marathon. It is sponsored by JALU. It's sponsored by Japan Airlines. And they bring a crap ton of Japanese people to run the Honolulu Marathon, right? So anyway, these people come. They're all or nothing. You know, as Andy knows, they got all the gear, all the top gear and whatnot. You know, to run marathons, right? I would say somewhere close to, you know, just for that like 1 week, 30,000 Japanese people come to Honolulu to run the marathon. And there's so many of these people, like I said, all decked out in their marathon gear, the running shoes, the hat, the glasses, the wristbands, the necklaces, you know, whatever, the Under Armour and, you know, all the taping and all the limbs and, you know, whatever. They're just like, you know, they want to show that, I feel like they just want to show like, hey, I got all the good stuff, so I'm going to be a good runner, whatever. I see these people smoking. It's like, you know, like literally like they run the race, boom, race is done, they're pulling out packs of cigarettes. I'm like, duh, huh? Like, you know, like you want to run a marathon, but you're a smoker. I mean, props to you, you know, but these people, it's not like they're running the marathon to quit. Like they're legit smokers, but they run marathons. So I just never could wrap my mind around it, you know? So anyway, Courtney got a super long, Kyushu trails. Most people drink non-alcoholic beer on hikes here. Another tangent. I do not like non-alcoholic beer in Japan. It just does not taste good. I'll drink it, but I'm not a fan. Courtney says, I do have shochu because when I went to the alcohol store looking for sake to cook with, because we don't have cheap cooking sake here, to my knowledge, but they didn't have sake at all. You know, I've never... Yeah, I don't know if shochu would work the same as cooking because they're different. I believe shochu, and I got a whole shochu spiel coming up later. But shochu is and sake is completely different. Sake is made from rice, and shochu is definitely not made from rice. Where's my notes? Shiozake. A shochu. I think most shochu is made more from grain. Yeah, it's made from well, I guess no, it could be shochu is made from rice. I don't know what I'm talking about, honestly. But mainly it can be made from rice, but a lot of it's made from I just realized what your watermark is. When did you change that? Oh, thanks. Yeah. You know, I was trying to mess around with like a good logo, Andy, and I saw another YouTuber had like some their face and stuff like that in the watermark. And I was like, yo, Andy hooked me up with a sweet, you know, kind of little image of my dumb face, so I'm gonna put that down there, and it worked out pretty good. So, but yeah, Kyushu trails, yes, potatoes, rice, barley, sweet potatoes, buckwheat, brown sugar, and there's also sometimes chestnut, sesame seeds, potatoes, and carrots. But I think the chestnut, sesame seeds, and carrots are more of kind of like after effect kind of ingredients. So it is more, usually contains about 25% alcohol. So it's a little bit stronger, right? It's weaker than whiskey. And I got a whole thing about Japanese whiskey coming up too. So I'm covering a lot of different alcohols here. It's weaker than whiskey or vodka. But it's stronger. It's stronger than sake. It's a little bit more stronger and more potent than sake. So that's why Kyushu people like it, because people in Kyushu drank. Yeah, people in Kyushu freaking drink. People all over Japan drink like crazy, but you know, umeshu, no, not umeshu, but shochu is known for, you know, the gentleman's drink. But I think they're trying to, a lot of marketing and ads and stuff like that are trying to push shochu to be more feminine, because they're I think back in the day maybe they were trying to kind of push for the gentleman's drink. You're a real man if you drink the shochus. Kyushu Danji, yeah. I like Kurokishima. It's one of my favorites, yeah. But yeah. So umeshu, kind of going back to just getting all sorts of tangents here. Umeshu is basically Japanese liquor made by steeping ume while they are unripe in alcohol with shochu and sugar. I don't think I'll be able to make it to the whiskey, sadly. I don't have a day off like you. Yeah, I'm off tomorrow, yeah. Basically, what I was going to talk about with Japanese whiskey is that it is world acclaimed. Like, basically, Japanese whiskey is blowing up blowing up the world with amazing quality. It's winning so many different awards, and I was lucky enough to drink, gifted a bottle of this amazing award-winning whiskey, and it's awesome. So, yeah. So, if you know anything about umeboshi, right? I love me some umeboshi. Umeboshi is the bomb. But a lot of people got a love-hate thing going on with umeboshi. Umeboshi is, lots of dumb YouTube videos about their reaction. Like, oh, I hate the umeboshi. It's the most sourest thing on the planet. Most sour Japanese plum. It's good, though. But I feel like most of the sourness is taken away with the alcohol. Yeah, it's so expensive. Yeah, the whiskey, right? I actually got Hibiki 21, Hibiki 21. I was gifted a bottle of that way back when I worked at a Japanese travel agency, and I had connections. I was the organizer for a tour group, and the shacho was like, "Here you are, young whippersnapper." He was flexing his shacho muscle, and it was like a good $200-300 bottle of whiskey, and I'm like, hell yeah, thank you, bro. どうもありがとうございます。これいただいちゃダメですよ。I'm like, fucking give me that, whatever. Oh, Kyushu Trail, you got a new video out? You put it on a video? Well, I'm definitely gonna turn that on and watch that after my stream for sure. I saw that on the Twitters that you were gonna put something out like creepy and scary kind of thing. I think I creepy and funny. I think I voted for creepy and funny. And I think Andy voted for creepy and funny too, because I think Andy commented about it. Maybe I commented. I don't know. Just on Twitter way too much anyway. Anyway, I love me the Inunaki Tano. The shacho muscle. How do you work that out? Practiced. I don't know. I think he was just trying to flex his, or flash his wallet or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Nah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be good, Kyushu. Pretty sure it's going to be a good one bet. Yeah. Love me the umeshus, and I love me the homemade umeshu. And I love me umesawa, or ume soda. So I love putting some umeshu with just some soda water. So good, so good, and it's really dangerous because it's usually about, I think, what is it? What does my phone say here? About 10 to 15% alcohol. Um, so it's not like, it's plum wine. I think is what they say in the United States. That's how they translate plum wine. Um, so right around 15 to 16 to 70% is pretty standard for any wine, right? Um, I think alcohol's getting to me because I've lost my train of thought. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I like with 炭酸ね。梅サワーとか梅ソダ。炭酸を入れて危ないんですよ。危ないっていうのはめっちゃ飲みやすいんですよ。すっごく飲みやすいなんですよ。でももうガンガンガンガンガンガンガンガン飲んでしまうんですよ。Just keep pounding it back because it tastes like juice. Really dang good alcoholic, really really good big boy juice. So I love me ume sawa, ume soda. I don't even know if it's ume soda, ume sawa. I don't know, whatever. It's so good, so dang good. Umeshu. Yeah, ume tonic. Umeshu soda. I'm looking at English names. Ume sour. What? Ochawari. Ochawari? Andy says Yuki had an extremely tiny amount of wine and it put her right to sleep. She's been sitting here sleeping next to me for the past 30 minutes. So it got to her faster than you. No, I'm good. I'm pretty. I can throw down some drinks, yeah. I think what it is just the for sure, man. Let's definitely. I'll let you know when I get some more of that ume shoes, yeah. Night, man. I'll be checking out your video. Thanks for hanging out on the video, man. It's always appreciated. And everybody give him a boom.
Boom. Give him a nice boom.
There. Nice boom. I'm gonna throw a boom in the chat there. Boom. Boom. There's the boom for the boom life, man. The boom life, man. I gotta do some stuff there, yeah. Yeah, so that's an issue. Love me an issue. I was gonna talk about shochu, but we kind of did already a little bit. We talked about shochu, which is really good. There is an American here in Fukuoka, and I follow him, but I don't think he knows that I exist. But he's American and he distills shochu in Fukuoka, somewhere. From what I gather from his Instagram feed, and it looks really interesting. And maybe one day I would reach out to him and say, "Hey, can I come to your distillery and do a video on shochu?" I think that would be sick. I think that would be awesome. I think that would be great content for sure. Yeah, and then also whiskey. Moving on to the whiskey. I'm a sucker for whiskey. I love me some whiskey. And Japanese whiskey is really, really putting itself, on the mark in the world. Like, it's literally Japanese whiskey, for the longest time. I don't follow these, okay, I'm just talking. This is talking. The sake is talking. I'm not talking, yeah? That's probably a pretty sweet job. You should do that for sure. Yes, I think I do. If I can, maybe bug the guy enough on Twitter, um, with nice comments and whatnot, and maybe visit a distillery. There is a brewery here, Asahi. I think we have Asahi in Fukuoka, and you can do factory tours. I don't know how much you can film there, but I might be all gaijinging and try to film in the brewery there. For sure, yeah. Whiskey, really good. And I just want to kind of pull up. I was, again, what I kind of mentioned earlier. I was fortunate enough to get a bottle of Hibiki 21-year-old whiskey. And again, I don't follow osake. I'm not a big connoisseur. I just know I like drinking it. And I'm not the best at talking about it. I'm talking out of whatever, talking out of my bum, Anyway, I just know that, for the longest time, the Scottish whiskeys and the Irish whiskeys and the American whiskeys were always on top. The Kentuckys, the all those, very well-known whiskeys. They were always, of course they're the best whiskeys, And then Japanese whiskey just kind of really hit the scene within the past, it's probably been about 10 years now. And I know it's been 10 years because basically the wine, or not the wine, but the Hibiki 21. And let me see. I'm just going to do a quick Google search. Let's see. I'll do it on my phone. On how much a Hibiki 21 actually costs. And I got a bottle of it, I would say about 4 or 5 years ago, right? So maybe it fluctuated, maybe it's more expensive now. Hibiki 21. Holy shit. Yeah, no, this is not the one I got. So the one, my battery died. My battery died, yo. We'll switch that out. It happens every stream, yo. And the new fun thing that I'm gonna do is basically just sing every time that happens. But I'm just very surprised how much battery life I can get out of one battery on a full charge. Talking out of my bum. Anyway, doing a quick search here for the Suntory, the Hibiki 21. It's about $500. It's about a $500 bottle of whiskey that I was gifted. And I was like, いや、すみません。いや、こんなの、ちょっといただいちゃって、もう、本当にですね、私が、Yeah, I gotta get one of the plug-in batteries. One of these days. Like I said, out of one battery, I got an hour and a half of charge time. Yeah, $25 for sure. Certainly, yeah. I mean, I think it would be fun, but I kind of like singing. It's like just a dumb little joke too. Anyway, I got the Hibiki 21 as a gift. It was freaking amazing. And I savored that bottle for a long time. And I have up some awards that brand, that particular whiskey has won, and it's astounding. But basically, it won the gold medal at the International Spirits Challenge in 2012. Yeah, it's expensive, yo. Look up. I mean, I just did a really quick, Google search, and some of them are more and less, but I did a lot further to a group. Like basically, I think they had a group of like literally 800. Their group was 800, so they had a huge, 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 huge budget. And I'm thinking that what it was is that he had a lot of gifts and a lot of things that he brought to give away along the way. So he didn't buy it to give it to me. I think it was just that shit. I got this like kind of a little bit heavy bottle of whiskey. I got to get rid of it. This, kind of crazy. I think he was probably a little bit drunk too. He just, there you go, whatever. Yeah. I worked that bottle for a long time, But yeah, it won the gold medal, International Spirits Challenge in 2012. It won a trophy at the International Spirits Challenge from 2013 to 2015. So it won trophies for 3 years. And then it won the world's best blended whiskey at the World Whiskey Awards in 2010. It won it again consecutively in 2011. Took a year off there, and it came back in 2013, and it won another World's Best Blended Whiskey in 2013, 2016, 2017, and 2019. So, Hibiki Nizuichi, it's won so many different awards, right? And I was blessed to get a bottle of that. And then there's another one which I haven't had, which I would love to try. It's called Hakushu 25年. And I believe it's also by Suntory. So Suntory has two really, breakout whiskeys. And it's won like 4 awards. A gold award from 2013 to 2015. Best Japanese single malt. Yeah, so the Hibiki 21 is a blended malt, but the Hakushu is a single malt. But yeah, so those two are the standouts that have been bringing all the crazy awards and really like turning, but actually literally on this list I have all of the whiskeys. I'm bad at whiskeys, but sometimes I like it. I love it, man. Like once you get drinking it enough, and I really think the key is to drink it slow. Put it in there. You put it in your mouth. I'm gonna do a little fake drink. If there's sorry. So how I usually drink whiskey, right? Usually, normally just on the rocks. I kind of put it in there. Let it sit for just a little second, for like a good, maybe good 5 to 6 seconds. Then I kind of slowly swallow it. And you'll still get a little bit of the burn. It's whiskey, obviously, which it's freaking whiskey. It's one of the hardest liquors out there, But it really tastes really smooth then. I'm sorry again. Really smooth. Sorry that I'm like hacking up a lung here. I was a little bit sick too, Andy. I wasn't on my deathbed like you were, but I guarantee you both of us got it from our students. I'm such a fast drinker. Courtney says I'm such a fast drinker regardless of the drink. You just like pound them. Yeah, it could be that I drink enough whiskey that I'm used to it. I'm not an alcoholic by any means. I just enjoy. I'm a very casual drinker. Like tonight, I had a beer, and I'm gonna be drinking. What little bits of umeshu I had, and that's it. Maybe this has been tempting me sitting here the entire night, so I might have a little quick odds con. I'm off tomorrow. Kind of off tomorrow. I have my second job. Dad. I have to be dad tomorrow. But yeah, I really think I'm really bad at drinking slow. Way too fast, but I'm trying. Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like if you kind of let it get in there, I'll do another quick little drink, but like, this is umeshu. I could literally chug this. But with whiskey, I think that's kind of how I just kind of let it in there, and I get the richness, the chocolatey. Sometimes you can get really chocolatey, fruity kind ofness out of it, Oh yeah, being dad is way better than. I always make a joke, like I don't think it's a joke, but I get paid to teach and play with other people's kids when I'd rather be playing with my own kid, which makes it even more better when I can come and hang out with my hang out with my own son, so yeah, and we definitely get sick from kids. It's inevitable, yeah. Courtney says, I'm normally only a social drinker or a drink with dinner type of person. I'm also not terribly social. But this Japan trip in February, I believe at least 8 of my friends from the world are also meeting up in Japan. So I feel like I may be drinking a lot. Kanpai. I think so too. I think it's inevitable, yeah. Yeah, drinking and Japan are basically the same thing. Like drinking and Japan they're basically the same thing. There's such a very large drinking culture here, and it is very ingrained in the Japanese culture, and it's kind of to very dangerous levels sometimes, and I'm surprised you don't, alcoholism here is because it's the only legal drug they have, and technically, I guess you can kind of say it's a drug. It's addictive. It has, I don't know what I'm trying to say, Yes, that's the important part. Definitely know your limit. And, I've been in situations where Japanese people are like, oh, drink more, drink more. I'm like, no. And I think it's easier for me. And it kind of going back to Andy's, 9 things he hates about Japan, but like, pawahara, having, other bosses, you got to drink this, I'm your boss, you got to drink it. Everybody's having fun, so we're not going to have fun unless you drink this, kind of thing. But I usually just say no, like I'm done, like sorry, I can't, in the most respectful and polite way as possible. But yeah, alcoholism and is really bad here. People, drink constantly, for work, drinking is definitely a part of the work culture here. Courtney says, I don't want to end up in hashtag Shibuya Meltdown Twitter hashtag. Sorry, I just sniffled there, man. I'm going to take a quick break, guys. I'm going to go get a tissue really quick. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I just needed to blow my nose, and I didn't think it would be good to blow my nose on stream here, yeah. Yeah, no, didn't that something have to do with like what was it? Like Halloween? Like basically I tend to give in to that cowork pressure he's talking about. Yeah, I think a younger me definitely did. But it's really hard to say no to nice old men. Who insist on pouring you more beer. Yeah, I don't know why. I took that it's really hard to say no to nice old men out of context, and it's this is doing my thinking for me now. Anyway, but I know what you mean. Yeah, for sure, yeah. But basically I kind of just I start drinking slower when that happens, I start drinking slower so that basically my cup can't keep getting more full, right? Because it's Japanese culture, as you know, like you don't pour your own drink, basically you got to go like, so I kind of, I start drinking a little bit slower, and I make it known like, ごめんなさい、もうすいませんね、私そんなに飲めないからね、アメリカ人だからね、日本人すごいですね、すごい飲めますよね, that kind of thing. That pause I left there was unintentional. Anyway, Courtney says, "Oh, Shibuya meltdown was around way before Halloween. It's just a bunch of photos of people passed out on the street train, etc." Oh, okay. Which it sounds, it doesn't even have to be Shibuya, I think just Shibuya because Shibuya is the trendy place in Tokyo, and that's, if you're cool, then you go to Shibuya, but it happens every Friday night, in Fukuoka, every Saturday night, every weekend someone is passed out on a train or on a, somewhere on the street, but yeah, for sure, and I think again, it's unfortunate, but yeah, Japan sometimes does has a drinking problem, and they just don't necessarily like to realize it. Cool, Andy. Thanks again for coming, man. Always fun hanging out with you. Already well past your bedtime. Well, thanks for staying up late with me, buddy. It's great chatting with you. Wish I could join you for a drink. One day it'll happen. It'll happen for sure. For sure. So then it'll just kind of be me and Courtney and maybe a couple other people. I don't know. It looks like it says, yeah, it doesn't matter where you're at in Japan. Somebody will be passed out somewhere. It's just that in the bigger cities, probability, more people equals more people getting drunk and more people being passed out and whatnot, but yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna dabble. I'm gonna put a little drop of this sake in with the remnants of my sake here. But anyway, let's give Andy a boom. A good night boom. Boom. Oh, goom. Boom. All right, we gave Andy a お疲れ様です。またね。またご会いしましょう。どっかでね。Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, have a good day, Courtney. It's Sunday morning, right? Here we go. Put a little bit of sake in there for myself. Japanese sake, so it's still a little mix of remnants there, but sake go. Yeah, good night, man. Oyasumi. Mata ne. I gotta get used to looking here. I'm always looking at myself. Always looking at myself just because that's what we do. That's good. That's good. Monday morning. It's Monday morning? It's Monday morning for you. Oh, yeah, because I guess it's Monday night almost. It's almost Tuesday morning because it's 11:30. It's 11:30 here at night. So we're getting ready to switch over. I just know that like we're a day ahead. But it's technically almost Tuesday here. For sure. Yeah. Well, I'm super stoked for you, Courtney, that you're gonna get to that you're coming to Japan. You said it was your first trip, right? First trip to Japan, and you're gonna go see Perfume. I remember on the last stream we were talking about this. I think you mentioned that Perfume will be in Nagoya, and I was raving on Nagoya because I love me some Nagoya. Yeah, I think it's actually like probably 14 to 17 or something like that ahead. But I think it's, yeah, that's probably the way to calculate it. Basically, this is what I use nowadays. Like, this tells time for me. My cell phone, the iPhones, it tells the time for me. So I ain't got to calculate. Yeah. Courtney, like I said, it's going to be, I still have very vivid memories of my first trip to Japan. And, I've been traveling to Japan. I've been traveling to this country for the past 13 to 14 to, close to 15 years now. I say 15 because it's a good round number. And, there's a big delay between you and chat. Yeah. I don't know. I think on the screen there, so I'm looking at it live. When it comes up on the chat, it's live there. But I think there's definitely a delay, and it's just because YouTube has to process it. So my connection says it's really good, but I think it's inevitable. Yeah. On the streaming software that I'm using, there's definitely a delay that pops up on the what you see on screen, and then the chat box. So if you have like the actual live stream chat box, and thank you, Courtney. Yeah. It's always appreciated. It really, really helps. It helps me kind of level these streams up. But I think there's a lot of elements it's really out of my hands. It's really out of Andy's hands. It's out of any of the streamers' actually hands. And like I said, it's always greatly appreciated. But what I was gonna say is that I think if you're in the live chat, when you put it in, and then what you see on the screen, it takes a while. Yeah, I'm sure you knew. I just wanted to say in case I was taking me time a while to respond. Nah, don't worry about it. We're just hanging out, and I don't know. I think it also has to do with my internet connection, because my internet connection is not the best. But yeah, kind of going back, like I go on tangents a lot. I still have a lot of really good memories about my first trip to Japan, and I believe it was in 2006 or 2005 or 6, 2006-ish, 2005, 2006. One of those two. So I guess maybe not quite 15 years. Oddly enough, it was my first trip, and it was the best trip because some of my really good friends that I was studying Japanese with, who were they are Japanese, and they were both studying at the same university that I was studying at, and they just started dating at the university. They were both Japanese, and they were both studying abroad. And whatnot, and they were dating, and they dated for, I think they studied abroad for maybe a good 2 years, 3 years, or something like that. And definitely, it's gonna definitely change your life for sure, and for the better, and I'm sure of that. But they were dating, and they ended up getting married, and whatnot, and they, while they were still back in the United States, still studying abroad, like they studied abroad, and then, as study abroads go, they weren't there for very, they weren't there for a super long time. I think they were there for like good 2-3 years, whatnot. Anyway, and then they went back, and they probably lived together and whatnot in Japan, but always, while we were, kind of hanging out there, and I always said, hey, when you guys get married, I'm going to give a speech at your wedding in Japan, in Japanese. And, I was saying that kind of as a joke, but I was half serious, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it, What do you say here? Yeah, all my friends change your life. You'll go back to America and hate it. Realize how behind things are. To America. Good for them. Yeah, oh, thank you. Yeah, good for my friends, yeah. Well, Courtney, that's the thing. Japan is awesome. But there's some like not some awesome things about Japan, and you've probably heard them, and you got to keep real about it. But it is going to be really, really fun, and I think there's still a lot of things that are kind of behind here in Japan, but we're not going to go into that. I like to stay pretty positive about Japan on the whole, but yeah, no, and so they sent me an email. Back when like you actually used email to like communicate with people on a regular basis. Now it's just through social medias and Line and whatnot. Sorry, but they basically sent me an email all in Japanese and said, hey, so you're gonna have to write a speech. And I was like, what? So I spoke at their wedding, and I have the footage, I have the evidence, but it was for me, they knew it was my first trip to Japan. I had never been to Japan before that, and it was a great honor for me, and it was the best way. I'm sure that goes with every country that has their pros and cons, but yeah, that's a whole different topic. Yeah, for sure. There's no perfect place in the world, so anyway, but yeah, for my first trip to Japan, I felt really honored, and I felt like I actually had a purpose other than, I really wanted to go to Japan. I was studying Japanese. I'd studied Japanese for close to, I think, maybe 4 years before 4 or 5 years, almost 4 or 5 years, before I even got the chance to come, and I think that's pretty common with a lot of people learning Japanese. They study Japanese really, really hard, and, they can't necessarily go there right away. And then there's other lucky people that, they go to Japan on just a trip, like, hey, I'm interested in Japan, and they go there and they love it, and then they decide, I love it so much, I'm gonna like really dive deep into the language, I apologize, I'm coughing here. But yeah, I felt really honored that my first trip to Japan was to speak at, some of my really good friends' wedding. And yeah, and my first trip ever to Japan, I was at their wedding, and I it was in Yokohama, which I recommend you go to because it's really close to Tokyo and it's very accessible to Tokyo. I need to start studying again. I fell off the bandwagon when I thought I was going to need surgery and wasn't going to be able to go, but now I'm going need to study again for sure. It's a lot of fun. And I think that languages, studying languages, it's very different. It's very different than studying. At least for me, it's very different than studying like any other subject. Like science or. I guess you can kind of see it as math because there's a whole formula and stuff to it. But, language is language. It is what it is. It's its own separate living and unique thing, It's very fun, at least for me. It's not overwhelming, and I always love the challenge and stuff like that, So, but yeah, no, my first trip to Japan, hung out in Yokohama a lot because that's where they were living and that's where the ceremony and everything was. But Yokohama, again, is very, it's maybe a good 30, 40, 45 minute like train ride to literally the middle of Tokyo, So we went around Tokyo and what else did I do? My mic is all up in my face, but yeah, that's what I want to do. I also got the chance to go to Okinawa on my first trip to Japan. I was in Yokohama and Tokyo, and we went down to Shizuoka. Maybe not quite Shizuoka, but we went somewhere very close to Fujisan, to Mount Fuji. We didn't climb it or anything like that, but we went to I forget exactly where it is, but somewhere where we just got an amazing view of Mount Fuji. But actually, my friend, they were both my friends. They were both really good friends. I was good friends with the guy, but then I also worked with his girlfriend, well, now wife, but we worked at the dining hall at the university. She worked at a Pizza Hut. They had like a little Pizza Hut, and I actually just worked at the cashiers where I rung up all the food. Doesn't matter if it was like Pizza Hut or whatever. We worked at the food court at our university, right? So we worked the same spot with the girlfriend, but then I was always at their house hanging out, whatever. We hung out a lot. It was like the three of us hanging out all the time, and we drank a lot. But the guy was from Okinawa. So it's I don't want to say it's very rare, but a lot of first timers they'll go to Tokyo and that's it. They'll go to Tokyo and stay in Tokyo. And going to Tokyo and staying in Tokyo for your first trip is not, it's not an uncommon thing. And you could spend years in Tokyo and never be done with Tokyo. Tokyo is, it's just got so much stuff. It's freaking Tokyo. It's a very unique place in the world. And every street corner, every little nook and cranny of Tokyo, and even Fukuoka where I live, it'll surprise you and change. And like I said, even for people who live their entire lives here, there's new things popping up all the time. But yeah, so I got to go to Okinawa for like a good, I think it was 2.5 days in Okinawa, because basically the groom, my friend, a lot of his friends and stuff couldn't really necessarily come to Yokohama for the ceremony. And Okinawa is kind of more the tropically kind of place of Japan. So anyway, he's born and raised there, so he wanted to go hang out with his friends and family there. His close family naturally got to come, like his mom, his dad, and maybe grandma and grandpa and stuff like that. But there was some, extended family, like maybe some aunts and uncles that just necessarily couldn't get time off to go basically all the way to Tokyo. And definitely a lot of friends that just, couldn't get there. So we got to go to Okinawa for like a few days, and it was a lot of fun. But I will say I don't remember a lot of it because we were drinking a lot, and that's normally, again, at weddings, even in America, people drink at weddings, And basically it was constant. My first trip to Japan, a lot of fun. I remember a lot of it had such amazing times, but I felt like I was drinking every single night. But I was having a lot of fun, and we would go to karaoke every night and sing karaoke every night till like freaking 3 in the morning. And then just wouldn't wake up till, I don't know, like literally after lunch the next day, and wake up and then explore a little bit more, and then back to karaoke or drinking somewhere. um but it was a great time, amazing time, um for my first trip. And I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it, and definitely, since you said your bucket list was to see Perfume in concert, and I know that's gonna be, you know mind blowing, and I'm kind of jealous that you get to do that, because Perfume, I think they're all three of them are cute. I can't choose, all three of them are cute, and I really dig their style of music. And again, like, they kind of show their live shows like on TV a little bit here in Japan every once in a while. At the end of the year, they do this big thing called Kohaku, which is like this big, like, kind of end of New Year countdown kind of party festival thing. And they popped on and I did like one song. It was really sick, like just the digital effects and everything that was going on. I wait for the keyboard, but I'm listening to your story. Yeah, thank you. I'm basically talking about Perfume now. No, but Perfume is dang good. Yeah. Yes, I can't wait. Find out if I won tickets to the second night on Wednesday. What? 2 nights in a row? You win tickets? Is there like some sort of? There's like a fan club. I think you were talking about some sort of fan club prize drawing. That would be sick if you can see them twice. I mean, I'm probably, well. They might like switch up the show a little bit. I have no idea. But yeah, no, like I said, Perfume is really good. I don't listen to them enough. I'm a really like passive listener. I listen to them kind of. I'm not like the super biggest fan, but I enjoy them. If you get a chance to see Perfume, you absolutely need to take the opportunity. I think I will. I think I might. And I'm pretty sure probably. Oh, it's a fan club lottery. Yeah, for sure. I think my wife would like to go see that. Like, I don't think she's the biggest like Perfume fan. But she's not a fan, if that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, we just got to pass the son off to grandma and grandpa. And I'm sure, like I said, Fukuoka is a really big city. It's the 8th largest city in Japan. Here in Kyushu, it's the biggest city in Kyushu, and all the big names like Arashi and you name it, they've come to. Oh, my stream might die a little bit. I just took a little quick breather there to type. But yeah, my internet, I think, is really splotchy. And the reason for that is my building, right? My building, basically my apartment. The building has a Wi-Fi. Basically the building what am I trying to say here? I have no idea what I'm trying to say. Sorry. I think this is really kicking in. No, it's also midnight. It's 11:45, and I taught second graders today. um, oh, and one first grader, like 4, 5 second graders and one first grader, because our classes are mixed, whatever. But yeah, anyway, lagging a little bit. My internet not good. Blah blah blah. But yeah, no. Even if you don't listen to them often, their shows are such exhibition of technology and art to a degree, and it's kind of for everyone, for sure. Yeah. Wait, you've seen them before, right? You said you've seen them in the United States. And I imagine that maybe here in Japan, because they're on their home turf, and I'm not saying that Japan is more technologically advanced than anywhere than the United States, but they definitely have things here that you probably wouldn't see in the United States, So yeah. So I'm definitely Perfume would be a show that I know I would enjoy, and I know my wife would enjoy too, for sure. And what I'd like to see. Yeah, my YouTube stream, like, it keeps giving me an error. Like, it flashes yellow and it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Let me turn off some things here. We'll turn that off. I'm not going to use that anymore. And it could be because my CPU is like let's see. 6 times in the US, from what I've seen from the DVDs, Blu-rays, their Japan shows are legit on another level. Hence why I'm so excited. Yeah, no, I don't doubt it. Because this is, if you think about it, Courtney, like this is where they built their act. They're from Japan. Their main fan base, I would say, I don't want to say their main fan base is in Japan, because I know they have a huge international fan base, and they're counting on that fan base as well. Sorry, they do. I'm very sorry. Oh, you can hear it. My voice is like, let's see here. Come on, interwebs. You said they do try to bring some of what their small U.S. shows, but apparently it doesn't compare to the Japan shows, especially the big dome shows. Yeah. And you're seeing them in Tokyo, right? And in Tokyo, I know for sure they don't pull out. They pull out all the stops. I am so sorry for coughing. I'm gonna turn this down really quick. I think it probably has a little bit to do with that. It is. Yeah, I'm lagging for sure, and I apologize. Anyway, good old Perfume. Courtney, it is always a blast to hang out and talk with you. But my internet and my voice is just not having it. And I think we're going to call it a night. But thanks again for hanging out. I'm super stoked. I would love to. I'll definitely keep checking out your Twitter, and I'll definitely see things from you. Hopefully 2 Tokyo Dome shows in the last 2 stops of the tour. Yeah. If it's at the tail end of the tour, like, I'm pretty sure, that's probably going to be off the hook, So is the audio? So the audio's okay? It's just the video sucks? I don't know. I mean, I just see what I see on my side. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Um, definitely. I know you'll probably have like a lot of footage. Take it. Like I know you're probably not supposed to film at the live shows in Japan. Like, um, they make announcements and stuff like that. But it's like, you know what? Screw that, yo. I'm from America. I know what you're saying. But nah, it's fun stuff. Yeah. I know you're gonna have fun. It's gonna be an amazing trip. And I guess maybe my signing off piece of advice for you is just live it up, have fun. Don't worry about it. Like don't be nervous about anything like that. And if you are nervous, just realize that um it's excited nervousness because you're going to be doing a cool thing, you know. Basically oh, the audio is clear, which is awesome. Which is awesome. I'm glad that the audio is clear as day, because that's a really big part of it. Anyway, but the nervousness, it's yeah, I don't think they will. And I think perfume, like, it's like huge. Like maybe some shows they might. But if it's a big enough show, like it's like no way. It's there's no way that they'll be able to catch you. So um you'll be alright. You'll be alright. But basically, yeah, just enjoy it. Don't worry about trying to messing up ordering something on a menu or on the taxi or the train. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be just a lot of fun. Keep the positive vibes going. um and that's part of the experience, being in a foreign country and being out of your element. But I still think Japan is a pretty traveler friendly place. I mean, there is a learning curve. There are some things that it's very unique, and you got to get used to, and kind of got to know a few things. But really, my friend got a warning from venue staff for trying to take a photo of the set before there's even started. Yeah. Well, yeah. Sometimes they're kind of crazy about it, but in the United States, they're just like, they don't try to stop you. Because that, Americans, you know us, we'd be like, what the fuck? I paid good money to be in here, blah, 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 blah. I get 10 days off work per year, so this trip to Japan is only vacation for 2020, and I'm going to live it up. Yes. I mean, that's for sure, Like, that's what you got to do. Don't stress the little things, Just have fun. Just have fun with it, There might be a lot of things that, you just don't quite understand, but embrace it. Embrace the ambiguity and the things that you don't quite get with the language, and getting lost a little bit, which is fine. I find that when I go off the beat, the beaten track, or I get lost a little bit, most times, I don't think of it negatively. I think it's a journey. It's part of the journey to get where I wanted to go. And maybe I run into something cool that I wouldn't have normally ran into. So yeah, it's gonna be a blast. And I've heard a lot of people, with a lot of anxiety about going to Japan, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this or order stuff, and get on the taxi or navigate the trains or the buses or the airports, and kind of stuff like that. Well, yeah, it is a little bit difficult, but that's part of the fun part, and you'll be okay. I think there's enough people, that can help you get around, and that's kind of what I want to do with my channel. I've met, I don't want to say I met, but I'm originally from Kansas, Dorothy. Not too many people from Kansas get out to Japan, right? Surprisingly, there was a big enough Japanese population in Kansas. There's a lot of Japanese people that go to Kansas for some odd reason. But I had always had a lot of people from high school and, other friends from college that just weren't necessarily studying Japanese or had no idea about Japan. But then I did have other friends that, were into anime and into Japanese culture, but, had kind of some insecurities or just very worried, or they would always say, hey, man, I really want to go to Japan, but, they always have these kind of doubts, and they're really worried. Like, I don't understand the language. I don't know. I don't know how, I'm not going to be able to ride a bus. Like the train systems I hear are really kind of crazy and stuff like that, So with my channel, I want it to grow, I want it to grow large enough to where the channel itself can grow, make revenue, and then I can give back to someone. I can give back. I can give basically a free trip to someone. Crowdsource. Use YouTube as a crowdsourcing tool, and I want enough people to get onto my message. It's just unfortunate that I get busy with life and I can't put out enough content sometimes to keep people interested and get my message out there, to give back to potentially someone that, really wants to come to Japan, but just has a lot of, anxiety about maybe coming here and, not really knowing what to do or that kind of thing, that's my whole thing, and eventually another kind of side kind of thing, and it kind of goes hand in hand with what I want to do, is eventually bring out, yeah, no, thanks, Courtney, for sure. I really hope I can make it happen too. And I plan on doing it, but eventually, if we can get large enough, I want to bring other YouTubers out here, right? Other larger, YouTubers that have subscribers and kind of link up with them. And do collab videos, like this YouTuber in Japan, and just do some kind of wacky interviewee, kind of come up with some sort of format that is, very similar. Like I don't know, just a random thing. Like on these live streams, even if I'm, I'm talking about alcoholic beverages now, so I said kanpai, but some of my other live streams, I did a kanpai, and kind of little segments, little bits like that, to where, this YouTuber in Japan, and I want to be able to literally bring them out, the channel to fund them to come out, in the hopes that their following will join my following, get more interested in Japan, and I'll be able to bring more and more people out and do simple tours and kind of give back, and that's what I want to do with YouTube. I'm not looking to be like a mega personality, I'm just me, I'm just a simple dude, I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm an English teacher, I'm from America, I'm not anything like super I'm not one of those big PewDiePies or one of those big kind of crazy personalities. I don't think, I am who I am. I want to be an honest dude on the internet that wants to help other people. Because I really never thought I'd be able to come to Japan. But, because I don't know, it's a whole different thing, but having heart to heart, maybe it's the alcohol talking, I'm gonna be crying by the end of it. No. Yeah, you just want to share what you love, and that's what I want to do with this YouTube channel, so yeah, I never really had a cheerleader on my side when I was going for this Japan thing, it was all I had to do it. I'll do it for myself, and I had a lot of self-doubt, like, a lot of the similar things, like with a lot of people that I've talked to have, like, I don't know if I'm gonna understand the language, or, like, whatever. I'm not gonna understand the menus or how to ride a bus, or, that kind of thing, and I want to be charitable with it. And another thing too is I just love YouTube. I spend so much time watching other YouTubers that have nothing to do with Japan. I used to skateboard in high school. I watched skateboarding videos on YouTube a lot, like almost every single day. Um, it has nothing to do with Japan, I just love YouTube and I wanted to be a part of it. And I thought that what I can do is create content, try to show off Japan, little glimpses of it and my weird oddities, and, show my perspective, show my view. And if the channel can grow and produce revenue to where we can give back to the community that we create on the Come to Japan channel, that's what I want to do. I'm not, I have a job and it pays my bills. Do I want more money? Yes. But, I'm not at that point. Like if this YouTube journey could support me and bring people to Japan, that would be very ideal. That would be ideal, where I could take a salary from YouTube and still stay true to my goal of bringing people to Japan. That would be awesome. But right now, that's just not the case. And right now, the main goal is to literally, making $1,000 on YouTube. Some of the huge YouTubers, they do that in a day. They do that in an hour. They do that with one video, tenfold. And again, I'm not looking to go crazy viral. I'm looking to just get, kind of a following of people that are interested in. Yeah. Well, I appreciate everything you and Andy do. Yeah. No, Andy's great, and I really like Andy's got more of a theme with his channel. He's doing the Japanese lessons and stuff like that. I'm just kind of more of the, maybe I'll point a camera at this, kind of thing. And do these live streams like tonight, my last live stream, I don't know if you're there, I talked about Japanese food and just rambled about Japanese food. And tonight I was like, tomorrow's my day off. I'm gonna drink, No, it's a lot of fun, interacting with you, Courtney. I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met you digitally, through social medias and whatnot. We got somebody else. Oh, someone else popped in, but then they popped out. So hello and goodbye to whoever popped in and then popped out. I wouldn't have met Andy if I didn't put out a couple of my videos, and I've never met him personally, but we've traded footage back and forth. I've seen a lot of behind the scenes footage of Andy, and kind of talking to him behind the scenes online, and talking to him like direct messages on Twitter, and then hanging out on his stream and hanging out on my stream. So it's already really fun. It's very interesting, kind of like diverging into that kind of social experiment or social environment, I guess you would say. Yeah, I gotta move this over because I can't. Okay. I personally feel a nice balance between your videos, streams, and Andy's. I feel Andy's is mostly language and yours is mostly culture and everything else. Yeah. Mine are just wackiness and just kind of, did you and Andy meet via YouTube in person first? No, I've never met him in person. Again, he lives in Nagano, which is the northern part of Japan. So you have kind of like Tokyo right here, and Nagano is like kind of right here. I would say, I'm not too sure. I'm just spitballing it, making it up, but it's probably a good 3 to 4 hours away from Tokyo by train. Maybe more, but it's not too far, but far enough. And for me, if you wanted to go by train, it's going to take you all day. It's going to literally take you probably a 10-hour train ride. Airplane, probably a good 2.5, 3 hour flight on an airplane here in Kyushu. But I think it was just a couple videos I put out, and it could have been Twitter as well, because we both I had never used Twitter in my entire life until this year. I never picked up Twitter. I just never got into it. I don't know. I was more of a I was on Facebook when it first came out, obviously. And I wonder if you're still here. I don't know. Maybe you dipped out. Maybe you'll be back. I don't know. But yeah, I never met Andy in person, but it could have been Twitter. But both of us literally started using Twitter this year. And it just, I think on one of my videos, actually no. We were watching a video from a YouTuber in Korea who she has amazing, I think, How to Korea, I think was her channel. Anyway, she made a few very beautiful, yeah. Oh, thanks, Courtney. Yeah, I don't know. It said somebody ducked out, but ducked in. I don't know, whatever. But there was, a Korean YouTuber. And I think she's probably from Germany or something like that, but she speaks English in her videos and whatnot. And she did a few Japan videos, and her editing and her style of video is beautiful. I recommend How to Korea. I believe How to Korea, I think is her channel. And again, like, I felt ashamed. Like, she's a Korea channel. Korea, all about no, yeah, in this day and age, it's crazy how, the connections people can make online, You got to be careful because there's crazies out there, But you got to use your best judgment. You got to use your better judgment and a little bit of, common sense, But yeah, with the How to Korea video, the channel, like, she made like maybe 3 or 4 kind of Japanese videos, and one is about cafes, because she's really into coffee and cafes and that whole kind of aesthetic. And yeah, she has a really good presentation, very good editing, very clear visuals, and just an all around really, really polished, good video about Japan. And I felt like, oh man, my channel is about Japan and her channel is about Korea. Because Korea is not that far. You can get on a boat from Kyushu here. You can get on a boat and you can go to Korea in a good 2.5 hours, right? And she made videos about Fukuoka that I was jealous. I was kind of a little bit jealous. Got crazy hairdo going on. Sorry, I just been talking for a couple hours, yeah. But she made a video in Fukuoka, the place where I live. No, she's got good stuff. She's got great content, I keep repeating myself because I keep coughing and get myself off track. But let me see if I can find her YouTube channel. Let's see if I pop a link in there, yeah. Because I think she's got a great personality and just a great YouTube channel in general. I only watch the Japan stuff and maybe a little bit of How to Korea. A little bit of the Korea stuff. Yeah, that's her. That's her right there. Let's see if I can copy a link address and put her in there. Yeah, that's the link to her channel. So, I mean, don't click off yet. I'm still hanging out, right? We're still hanging out, yeah. But when I sign off here, yeah, definitely go give her a check out, yeah. Victoria, it looks like her name is. Anyway, I would just really like appreciative. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I very much appreciated her videos, but was jealous at the same time. I was like, dang, girl, like you're doing videos on the place I live in Japan, and you're a Korea channel. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome, Sorry. And I commented, and I think Andy commented. And I think I made the first like approach. I said, "Hey, we should collab on something, either her video or my video or someone's video, right?" And Andy was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And she never really, she probably was like, you know what, like, really polite about, hey, like, I don't know, I'm not sure, but she was never really active. She didn't really voice up. So me and Andy just went for it, and we did our 2 collabs, which I'm pretty sure you've seen. We planned on doing another Combini one, but that kind of fell through a little bit. But yeah, it's just crazy how I met Andy and we're hanging out, and Kyushu Trails, who was here earlier. Eventually I'm definitely gonna meet that dude because he lives in Kyushu and literally not that far. I can probably take a 20-minute train ride, and be where he's at, and he can do the same. Yeah. But to be fair, like, it probably would have been a stretch for her, where we're both the channel, the Japan channels. Yeah, no, they're fun. They're fun. They're a lot of work. We got to put a lot of work into them, and it'd be great if they got a lot more views, because that's what we both want to do. Make YouTube channels, make YouTube content, because we both like doing it. I'm not sure of Andy's deep down motives. I try to be as clear as possible with mine. And I think maybe the easiest way is to do it through these live streams, but I just gotta get like bunches of people here, so I can pour my heart out about kind of my passion and my dream and kind of my goal for this channel. But yeah, no. What was I saying? Yeah, with our collabs, they are a lot of work. A lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes, obviously filming and making sure everything looks good there. And then we both do kind of a cut on our end and edit on our end. And then we got to upload it to get it to, the other guy. And then once we get, the content from, I get it from Andy, or Andy gets it from me, then we have to work it into our own videos, and then make sure the audio is okay and the music is okay and it's looking fine, so it's all coherent, and then build it, and they will come. I have all these little knobs that I can play with. So yeah, there is a lot of work that goes into it, and for me, I always try to stay positive with it. It's fun. Yeah. And I don't really like to get bent out of shape over, oh, my video didn't do good, Obviously, I really want them to do good. But, I got a few videos out there that have like 600-700 views. And that's amazing, Think about if you were in an auditorium, Granted, those 600-700 views on some of my videos, they don't happen all at once. But let's just think hypothetically here. Like, if they all did happen at once and you had 600 people staring at you in an auditorium, like, that's pretty overwhelming, right? 600 people, that's a lot of people, yo. My channel on the whole has, I think, close to 13,000 total views. That's 13,000 views, That's a lot of views, And again, I don't think it's individual people, but you can kind of count it that way a little bit. So, yeah. That's kind of my whole, channel in a nutshell. How I met Andy and the collabs we're doing. We're trying to, there's this whole thing on Twitter with a bunch of us YouTubers who some of us, I think the majority of us live here in Japan already. There's a couple guys that I think they're Japan channels, but they don't necessarily live in Japan. I think one of them mentioned, hey, let's do like a massive collab. And then we created like a line group, and there's like 8 of us in there. We're all trying to like throw around a bunch of ideas for some stuff to do. And there's a couple channels in there that have, I'm not going to drop any names or anything, but there's a couple channels in there that have like a good, I don't know, 3,000 some odd subs, 4,000 subscribers and stuff like that. So, anyway, unfortunately with that one, yeah, a lot of people to bounce ideas off of. The only problem that I see is that we're bouncing off the ideas, yeah. But it's just that there's so many people. I think that the thing is that there's too many ideas, right? And we're not going to be able to really solidify and maybe not necessarily concretely agree via line. And I'm just worried a little bit about execution. And we've all heard it, because we're from America, right? And we've done group projects since grade school, right? And there's different people inside the group, and there's people that study it, and I just feel like there'd be some people that are going to be doing a lot more work than others to make it happen. And I'm just worried about kind of the cohesiveness. But I'm trying to stay positive. Try to stay positive about it. Like I'm down to do something. I just think that it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to get everybody in one direction. To finally decide on a topic and go for it. But like I said, I'm on board. I want to do something. My phone is blowing up. Somebody says, go catch the replay of the stream. Don't catch the replay. Come hang out now, yo. I said I was going to sign off, but I'm still going. Oh, it's J Ariana. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I don't think I'm trying to think negative about it. I'm thinking realistic about it, I'm excited about it. But I got to get some things done this morning, so I'm going to let you go, Dan. All right. Cool. It is past my bedtime, but it's my day off, so I don't got a bedtime, and I'm an adult. Anyway, Courtney, it's been a lot of fun. Just chatting with everybody and hanging out. We'll see you on the next stream or maybe on the next video. I have some stuff in the wing that I need to edit and get up, but life happens, so. Didn't mean to cut you off mid-sentence. Nah, don't worry about it. I don't really care. I get on tangents like really easy. Yeah. So, all right. Again, I'm going to do my little sign off here, but this is Come to Japan, the channel that wants you to come to Japan. My name is Dan, and thanks again for joining me live. And have a great night. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Definitely hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Oyasumi nasai. Otsukaresama desu. Yeah, hit that like button. Definitely hit the subscribe button. It's the only way that we're going to grow large enough to where this channel is going to be getting someone to Japan for free. Because that's what I do, and that's what I want to do. And any help, thanks for the like. Thanks for someone for hitting the like. I just saw the like button boop pop up. So, all right, everybody. Arigatou gozaimashita. Oyasumi nasai. Ja ne. Bye bye.